Hi folks, Russell Wright from themezoom.com, and I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of something that Kelly and Sue, the Uber Kraken architects, have pushed out to the development platform today, which of course renders the entire video series that I've been doing obsolete. No, not really. It's still very useful, but it's something I was talking about through the video series. If you've been watching the video series on how to use Kraken for a small business, this is not a portal site, this is a small business, more niche stuff involved. You already know what's going on. Let me show you what this new feature actually is. It prevents you from having to do these naming conventions that are pretty much phase 1 and phase 2. You might have only a couple of phases instead of as many as I was giving you. Here's the reason why. We were having you create phase 1, take the word flower essences, so that you would, this is the theme and this is the keywords tied to it. Okay, phase 1 is showing you how many this is the synonymic net by itself. Okay, this was designed so that you could capture the screen and show your client what was going on just in the phase 1 phase. Okay, and then we had you create, let's go back to view all clusters. Then we had you do a phase 2 for flower essences, and the phase 2 is where you were able to create more clusters and the rest. And obviously when you add these, there's quite a few, there's a lot different results that's going to be up here on the cross-theme cluster domain market share that shows you which websites own the majority of the market share overall. Also, you get the total sum theme cluster total search market value at the top, so whatever order you put these in. So we had to have you create a completely different phase in order to get that tally. And then I had you create a phase 3 after you'd come up with your unique synonymic set. Let's just go back here. View all clusters. Let's go to a phase 3 on flower essences. That'll keep it very easy. Phase 3 flower essences. And of course you see there's 3 themes tied to flower essences. Click on flower essence and it'll pull out the 3 themes and give you a tally at the top. But you see, separating out all these themes from the theme clusters in different phases, the purpose of that was to not change these numbers so that you had nice screen captures for the client as you were building out and developing your synonymic net. As you know, this is the only software in the world that helps you do that as adequately and accurately as we are. Shameless plug. If you drill, we were afraid to drill because it would change all these values, and we had no real way to help you keep track of that. Well, I just drilled into it, notice, on the phase 3. I'm going to show you what this cool new feature does. It'll make it 10 times easier. Probably spare you a couple of steps that I had in the video series. And you can see that flower essences on the phase 3 is now drilled into. And this is the theme market analysis screen. It's a market segment, flower essence. But I'd like to bring your attention to this little line right here. We're going to try to make it a little more obvious. Show only the synonymic set. Okay, so if you need to snap back to change your total search market value, organic market value, and everything to not reflect all the screens on the most interesting keywords. Okay, all the keywords on the most interesting area here. You just go ahead and click Show Only Synonymic Set. And voila, you're back to what would normally have been phase 1 and 2. If you only had, you might still want to do a phase 1 and 2, but if you only had a single keyword in here, you'd be seeing phase 1. Now that we've kind of defined our synonymic set after some research in VOMA, we now know that it's about 1 million just for the synonymic set. And what's cooler than that, I don't know if he's programmed this yet, but I believe you can do the same thing for view themes for this cluster. Go back to the themes for this cluster area. And now you can see this represents everything inside your giant pile of keywords, which is all 34 right here. But if you click Show with Synonymic Set Only, it snaps you down just to this keyword, just flower essence by itself. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Sue. I'm going to go ahead and upload this in succession with the video series I've been doing, which is very quickly being rendered obsolete by our programmers, or being rendered much more easy to kind of work with. So this is only on the development platform. We're looking for a push out in this over the next week or so. So just keep doing what you're doing. The phases are very useful in understanding to prepare for the simplicity of this.